Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Monsillon. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day, and I'm going to discuss a few ideas. I was going to talk about the first contact with extraterrestrial, for there are a lot of people that do not even believe that in this whole grand universe there is any intelligent life, when in truth there is a lot of intelligent life in the galactic planes, and they're all waiting to discover that there is enough intelligence on the Earth to show themselves. We're not very intelligent as we believe it to be, and so we're not talking about you and me. I'm just talking about the mass consciousness. And so it's like the theory of the zoo. It's like it's been expressed that the extraterrestrials are here, but they're waiting for us to make a step towards love and kindness and understanding towards each other, to let go of the conflict. For there is a great deal of mystery that surrounds this potential for first contact. And the first contact, as far as I know, as far as I can speculate, I can imagine, for a lot of things are not disclosed, although as we become clear, as we become aware, as we become receptive, we are getting the information little by little as we are ready to receive them. As far as I can see, we're going to get a first contact of the first kind. It's like at some point there's going to be a series of events that's going to be leading to that. There's going to be a solar flash. The solar flash has been recorded 3,000 years ago, 1,500 years ago, and we assume, so we know that it is coming now. It is a natural event that will happen every so often. And so this will accelerate, will eliminate all kinds of illusion, it will elevate all consciousness, and there is a number of other events that will lead up to this first contact. But when the galactics show themselves, all the skies of all the planets will be covered with marvelous ships of light, and it will be a beautiful spectacle. It will change everything forever, and then eventually galactics will release technologies that they have to assist us. They won't do the work for us, but they will assist us in cleaning up the planet, restoring all the systems of administration, the eliminate poverty, eliminate illness, eliminate old age. All that will disappear completely as the galactic comes. But most humans are not ready for contact of the third kind, face-to-face, heart-to-heart. For we have to first be able to connect through the psychically. It's very important. If you cannot connect psychically, it means first you have to do that to accept. Then the face-to-face will create a lot of fear, and then it's like it's an extraterrestrial comes and you point a gun towards them. It's like sorry, we're here to show you how to love one another. So so it's like a lot of humans are not ready. So they will go only to those, they will create the circumstances to find liaison where they'll be able to work with certain people that they trust before they can actually interact with the mass population. This is my take, of course. There is no absolute in life. We'll see what happens. It is the creator that leads the show in any event, the creator of all. For God created all things with one thought. It's quite amazing, this whole universe, all the great cosmic drama. And we all chose to come into this samsara. It is a Tor energy where it's like we live into this energy. It's an eternal process of ever where we learn, we grow, we evolve, we learn, we grow, we evolve. And many people came here to play a role, to discover all kinds of things in all kinds of dimensions in the samsara. However, there is a lot of people in this time and space, like star seeds or beings that come from higher planes that have been incarnating here to assist humanity and the planet. They are seeking the exit. It's like, for me, I found this exit. It's just my physical self is not quite fully in alignment. All my cells within myself are not. Otherwise, I could just vanish and reappear whenever I wanted to. So it's like, but this is in the works. Everybody's working. So do not force, do not rush things. If you're ready, things happen. For you have your I am presence, your God self within yourself, and you have your guardian angels. And those two, they never need to communicate, but they always synchronize and harmonize what is good for you. They know you better than yourself. You can trust that. And other than that, no human know you better than you. Do not let anybody tell you they know you better than you. You are it. For we are the creator in truth. This is our true identity. But the process of discovering that, if we meet extraterrestrial too soon, it will be like plugging at 110. Sorry, mosquito. Okay. Plugging a 110 volt appliances into a 220 electrical outlet. It would blow up the whole thing. So it's like it has to go slow. And the I Am Presence and our guardian angel know what we're capable of, and slowly but surely they're getting us ready. I also recommend, if you haven't done that yet, is to ask to meet the Christ. The Christ is the planetary prince of our planet, and for the first time I met him. It was transformed my life, and everybody who has met him recognize he's not here to tell you a story about his life on the earth. He's just going to show you love, true love, divine love, and then after that the relation will develop, and he will come to assist you with whatever you need. For it is a wonderful friend and teacher and guide, and so call on and ask to receive to meet the Christ in person. There is nothing to do not idolize it. He's just a brother like you. He's not higher. He's just has his function on the higher planes. But we all one. We all children of God here, and there's been a lot of distortion that has been happening. But hopefully the solar flash will definitely clear up a lot of these illusions of self-importance, of superiority, inferiority, all kinds of traumas, all kinds of unnecessary beliefs that for the card of the day is the soulmates. Is to be true for in truth we our soulmate is our etheric double. It's like our guardian angel is like a soulmate, ultimate. It's like but we have a soulmate on the earth that we're supposed to meet as well, more than one even. Doesn't have to be one. Yet one is enough in many ways. But continue to keep the loving and to stay in. So it's like to be able to find someone where you can really share on a deep level. And so there is all kinds of events that have been orchestrated. Sometimes we do want to accelerate, but I feel it's like we're really turning a page, and we're really going to be able to move into something completely new. So I wanted to thank you also for your presence, for coming to listen to my messages, to continue to cultivate this sense of your own connection to your heart, to your higher self. I thank you also for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, as well as for your donation. It's really helpful still right now for me. So the observer of the day is a rebirth. It's like this. We're really in a sleeping mode, and now we're awakening. For the past is the control. We needed to control life. We needed to control outcome. We needed to control, and now we're learning to trust, because our soul has a higher way for us. But as long as we wanna hold on to certain things, there is no space for the soul. Sometimes the soul, for many years, for many lifetimes, the soul had to step out to let the ego play its game. So now we decided to be in alignment with our soul, and so we live moment by moment. One moment at the time. And then the future is like we still have to wait a little bit. They may be waiting, but as we learned patience, we're no longer in the waiting mode, and then things starting to happen. In the invisible world, there is still a little bit of a struggle, and so what is coming, the new energies of the solar, maybe not the solar flash, for we're not waiting for that. We're waiting for our alignment. The Lion's Gate portal will bring a lot of energy, and then in the outside world is like all of the old world, the old matrix is just vanishing. It's a new vision. It's like the hangman. Everything is crumbling down. Do not pay attention to all the things that are going on there. For what is coming as a result of the delay is the completion, is a participation, is new energy. Be kind with the new energy. Be kind to yourself, and we need your participation in this global ascension process. We came here for that. The more we are empowered, the more we'll be able to serve. For as we let go of the fight, we also have to let go of the past. Here it's clinging to the past, and for that, what we need to do is to breathe, to let go, to turn within. Do not let your emotion just run the show. Just be still. And on the outside world, when the hangman is, be ready for the tower. It's going to continue to crumble down. There's going to be all kinds of. So it is important to ask to be to find safety, to be adventurous, to not to be fearful, but to trust, to know that the crumbling down of the whole society, this whole Babylonian system of reality, we're not going to be. They're trying to fix it, but they're not going to be able to hold on for very much longer. So there's going to be a time for healing, and we also, and then what we'll learn is that we have to live a little bit we have to favor, to prioritize our own inner evolution, our own empowerment, rather than to fulfilling everybody else's desire. We're not here to fulfill everybody else's expectations. There will always be people that if we live by other people's standards, not only will they be disappointed, will we be disappointed, but we're not going to be able to fulfill the expectation, and that will lead us exhausted. As we realize that, we find the sun, we find the innocence, we find the empowerment, we find the highest potential on every level, and this will come. We still have a bit of time and challenges to overcome, but we have to accept it in many ways. Well, I hope this resonates with you. We have to. It is a very strange incarnation. We're living, because we're living in an accelerated time. So since we want to accelerate the process, we're getting a lot of things that sometimes we say, whoa, it's like a lot of things. So just breathe, return to the peace, the center. For it is we all came into the samsara with like this cosmic drama. It's like a dance, and it's like we come to play a role and to imagine life in such a way. And so. But there is a lot of all the star seeds, all those came from the star in assistance, are still right now seeking an exit from the samsara to return to the eternal now of the one. And so this is really what's going on. We're day after day, we're just moving towards that. I just ran into a sort of discuss another subject. I ran into a movie, a Hollywood movie, and so I thought I'd talk about that. There is a race of beings that's called as the Yeren or Yeti or Bigfoot. I know them as Sasquatch, and they're known as mystic creatures or imaginary, legendary creatures that are cruel beasts that attack people. But from my experience, it is not the case. Not only they're the kind, intelligent, and sensitive beings, they are non-violent. They're not. They're not carnivorous, and they're not isolated. They always live in family, in tribe. They've been living here on the planet. They've been waiting for the ascension. Since they do not get old, they do not die, they do not reproduce. They're just waiting for the ascension. They've been waiting for 12,000 years since the time of Atlantis, and they're very they're interdimensional. They can appear and disappear from this reality, but sometimes they come into the physical realm, maybe to eat some fruits or whatever. But since some men have been trying to hunt them as trophy or whatever, so it's like they have to defend themselves. But they're absolutely they're not they're kind, and they exist. There's some with white hair, there's some with black hair, some with brown hair. I met a whole tribe of them when I was in this magical town of Crestone in Colorado. I will have to return there because I was invited in the Pleiadian Arcturian base there, and I just couldn't make it. I was really called to go there in these great pyramid mountains, and it's like, but I couldn't make it. And at which point, that's when I met all those Sasquatch that came to me. They were very kind and it was a very warm, very wonderful experience to meet those beings. And so because same thing with extraterrestrials. If they're greeted with guns, they're not gonna. They say, well, they're not ready. Same thing. It's like if you open your hands, then you show friendliness. So I just thought I'd talk about that. So it's just, but they've never been caught as well because they're interdimensional. So even if they get injured from a hunter or something, they can disappear from this reality into higher planes. And so for this ascension will happen, it is planned. It is quite mysterious. It is planned to happen on a global scale, which never happened here, where there was group ascension. There was individual ascension like the Christ or the Buddha, and there were group ascensions like the Maya, but never on a planetary scale. And this, for there was also beings that had planetary ascension, like the Ators, I think, we made these planetary ascensions when many other planets and created each individual made their ascension. But we'll see what happened. It's like just be in a receptive mode and follow your heart, follow your guidance. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm finished with a song. It's a song in French, but it's a song from an opera of Georges Bizet named Carmen. It's called Habanera. It talks about love. It talks about the love that is presented in a book by Plato named The Banquet of Plato. In this book, Socrates invites all kinds of philosophers to discuss their vision of eros, because love has millions of forms. It's like and millions and billions, trillions of forms. Each love is unique, and love is really our true essence is really what we're seeking to discover. And so this is basically the eros that Socrates explains at the end of this book. It's a little book. I recommend it. It's quite fun to read. It's called The Banquet of Plato. But this song goes like this. L'amour est un oiseau rebelle que nul ne peut apprivoiser. Et c'est bien en vain qu'on l'appelle, s'il lui convient de refuser. Tam, tam, tam. Rien n'y fait menace ou prière, l'une parle bien et l'autre se tait, mais c'est bien l'autre que je préfère. Elle n'a rien dit mais elle me plaît. L'amour, 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 l'amour est enfant de bohème. Sorry. Il n'a jamais connu de loi. Si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime. Et si je t'aime, prends garde à toi. Tom, tom, tom. L'oiseau que tu croyais surprendre battit des ailes et s'envola. L'amour est loin, tu peux l'attendre, tu ne l'attends plus, il est là. Tout autour de toi, vite, vite, il vient, il s'en va, puis il revient. Tu crois le tenir, il t'évite, tu crois l'éviter, il revient. L'amour, 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 l'amour est enfant de bohème. Il n'a jamais connu de loi. Si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime. Et si je t'aime, prends garde à toi. Tom, tom, tom. It's a great song from. It was actually this opera that made me discover opera. It was a cassette tape I used to play in my car when I was in my 20s. But it was sung by Maria Callas, and this opera gave me a test to discover other operas. So it's very, you try to hold love, it will go. You try to let it go, it will come back. And it's like, it's a mysterious thing, something that cannot be fully understood, fully grasped. Well, I'm going to finish with pull a few more cards. What is the highest wisdom? It is protection. Know you are protected. Call on your angel, call on your guides, call on your creator. Know you are always protected. It's like fear is an illusion. And the more you cultivate this sense of connection, to know that you are, to invoke your creator, the more the protection comes automatically. What needs to be understood is the judgment. There is a higher mind, a higher intelligence, a higher judgment into things that has a higher vision. So trust that, and trust your creator, trust the plan of the creator. Although sometimes it feels like humans are still allowed to believe all kinds of things, but very soon there will be clear understanding about all that. What we need to do is consolation, to find things that make us feel good, that we can heal all the traumas for those great energies from the August 8th. We will assist with that. And the outcome will be overcoming doubts. For as long as we have doubts, we keep things on hold. Huh? So it's like so just continue to keep the hope. It's about espérance, hope. It's really important to hope and to keep things in balance, to stay temperated, because it's okay to doubt. it's okay to doubt, it's okay to put in question even what spirit reveals. But at some point we want to say, well, it's like you can doubt at the moment, but do not hold on to the doubt. At some point you just allow yourself to move with the flow, to flow with the energies, because the doubts are blockages often that we hold within ourselves. And so, but they will come back, and they will come back. Do not be worried, or do not judge yourself for that, and just allow yourself to pass through the process with ask for life to be unfolding with grace and ease as much as possible. I thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.